versus that raw aim talent. So for eLevate, really needs to put in like the correct setups and everything, and for SKDC, just play your game and hit those shots. I don't know what to expect. What about you?
This should be a really good game we're about to see. It really should. Both these teams are really strong teams, and I'm glad that Wabbit decided to play. There was rumors floating around that he might not be playing this season, so I'm glad to see him here. Maybe he's just playing this match, but either way, he's a Canadian legend, so glad to see him.
Alright, wow. Sneaking in the knife. I'm not sure who that was for the CT side, but already garnered the early advantage. So look for the CTs to just mop them up here. Just that first knife, I don't know why I'm critiquing the knife round so much, but that first knife was so big, man. He went in, juked the knife, got the shank, and then backed off. eLevate, easy knife round.
Yeah, they're probably going to take CT side. I don't see why they wouldn't.
Yeah, it's kind of like Dust 2 in the sense. I don't know why that's always my reference point, but it's kind of whatever side you're comfortable with on Mirage that you want to start out with. So we'll see who or what eLevate wants to start on.
It seems like there's only a few maps where you would choose to take T side over CT side. Like most of the time, like Dust 2 is one of those ones where you could pick T side. Most teams still pick CT, but like you said, you could pick T. Cash is another one. Season's another one, and Season we don't see very often, obviously. So that's about it.
Yeah,
right?
and
like, all the other maps you pretty much start on CT side.
Oh.
I was at 1.6, so I don't even. I played Contra like one time in like a Source Pug or something.
It's a great map. It's a great map that nobody likes.
Probably a reason for that.
No. Well, what do you think of Overpass?
I like Overpass.
I do too.
I just like new stuff. New stuff is fun.
Yeah, what is that with Counter-Strike players, where you either have two types, the types that are willing to play new maps, or the other ones who will never put it in matchmaking?
Yeah, then there's people who are just like, Dust 2, Dust 2, Dust 2, Dust 2, Dust 2. Just makes me kill myself.
I'll queue up with one of my buddies, and it's Dust 2 Inferno. I'm like, man.
Like, come on. It's because they don't know how to play anything else.
I don't even know if it's that, man. It's like the willingness to learn is obviously there if it's forced, but man, if you're so stuck on that vanilla, man, it's like you go to McDonald's, only order a cone. Like, oh god, I don't know. But finally into the action here, eLevate versus SKDC. eLevate hailing a whole bunch of experience. XP3, D-Born, Storm, Desi, and Rush. And for the SKDC side, we have Ocean Wabbit, ELS. I'm not sure who that is, if you can give me some insight, but El Samama, oh, okay. And Slummy and Automatic. So for SKDC here, priming up for an A-take. Here they come into the bomb site. 4 coming out of lower. They have one prong coming in from upper here. Need to see a massive CT hold, but SKDC, I really like their odds here. Pouring into the site. Get the first frag. That's Slemmy. On to XP3. Trade back and forth. CT's still alive, but the bomb site is on the verge of being taken and secured. They are pushing in to the jungle area, and they do take down D-Born, so the pistols cannot hold up to the Glock Rush, but never mind. Rush firing back, as well as one of his teammates, down to a 2 versus 1 here, only up to Rush. They can fall back to B, never mind, they don't have the bomb, but they do get the frag. Elsa Mama, anyways, takes down Rush, and that round really could have gone either way when they made their way into the bomb site. Trade frags just eventually went in the favor of SK.
Yeah, for sure. Els hit some huge shots there with just 6 HP. Like I really like what they did that round. They smoked off the site. They had like the triple smoke across the site, and they rushed the jungle and connector and took control of that. And they forced them to try and come out of the CT to retake. And even though Rush and Storm both hit nice shots, the Els hit nicer shots, and he was able to pick up the last few kills. And I think he got a 4K that round. So it was a pretty good strat from SK, and Els hit his shots, and that was huge for them that round.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to use Els from henceforth. But Desi does pick up the first frag of the round to Ocean, and keep in mind eLevate is on the eco here. And eLevate, they do have a scout in the hands of XP3, but the A bomb site is going to be taken eventually. They do have one player lurking for SKDC at the middle. Shows them
going to be a really awkward
rotate on. Yeah, definitely. They're taking their way into the bomb site. They do get the first 2 kills. However, they're still not out of the woods this round, as there's still 3 players up, and one of their players is really out of position for SKDC. So if eLevate can get the pressure going right now, they have a really good chance at this round. And there it is. D-Born takes down one, but Matic firing back from lower down to a 1 versus 1. And Storm, how does he know that he's upper? Did he make noise or what? But the experience is playing into effect, but Wabbit does not bite on the Ninja Defuse, stays put the whole time. Wow. Ballsy play against a player like Storm, or was it calculated? Did he know Storm would only fake it? It's really, those mind games are so huge when it comes down to these situations, and perfectly played from Wabbit in the end there. But yeah, really, had Storm stuck it, he would have won it.
Yeah, eLevate was really unlucky not to win that round. I think DAVEY kind of made the mistake there. That cost him the round. He was up in the halls, and they knew he was there, and he sort of peeked out and got picked too early. He should have waited for more of his teammates to come up, but he peeked out, and Ocean was able to pick him off early. And if he would have stayed alive in the halls there and just had a presence, rather than actually even getting a kill, just having that presence would have been huge for that round. It would have made them have to play differently.
Oh my god, this round we got some Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragons as from the CTs. They're all sitting on the left side of the door, or left side of the wall at middle, and they finally make their way in. And they've garnered the advantage down to a 2 versus 1 here, as Automatic is the last player up. But what the CTs did there, they waited on the left side of middle, kind of banked on no flashes being thrown in from SKDC, and then they bursted and got the better of them. Really nicely done. Really interesting CT side strat for the CT side.
Throw one flash on the mid ramp, but it wasn't really a pop flash. They just sort of like bounced it off the box, and everyone was able to turn and look away from it.
Oh, so one of the flashes, you see it go past you.
Yeah,
I got this frag.
It just wasn't a very good flash, is all. Like they did throw one, it just wasn't that great.
Yeah, definitely wasn't a chance flash at all. But Automatic here in the 1 versus 2 has to deal with Rush and Storm. Rush is in the connector. Wow, he looks the wrong way, and this is going to be a free bomb site for Automatic. Really sucks for the CT side there. Rush, I don't know what else you look at, really, unless he's coming from B. You need to look at connector. And now Storm in the 1 versus 1. Automatic throws the flash, goes towards CT. Does Storm know is the question. Storm goes into the site, and Automatic faked that he was going CT spawn, instead stays in the bomb site. Storm is dropped, and that is 3 up for SK, but finally the first gun round underway.
Yeah, again, that's 2 Nico rounds in a row that I think eLevate should have won. Right there at the end, they really should have stuck together. Storm went to go flank, and Rush was inside connector, and as you saw, Rush ended up getting picked off. He happened to look to the wrong side at the wrong time, just unlucky. But I feel like they should have stuck together either way, just because they would have had a chance to trade the kill. Even if he went to the other site, it would have given them a better chance to win the round with no kits.
Yeah, in that
Tim
situation.
Coming up huge, Automatic, making huge plays 2 rounds in a row now.
Definitely. And now we see interesting Counter-Strike occurring here as neither team has an op. Not sure if that's like economic based, but you'd figure SK or SKDC would have money to op if they do want to get any in the hands of their players. Wabbit definitely a capable one, as well as Automatic.
Yeah, Wabbit's a really good offer.
So they're just going to go ahead and try to save their money and try to press this round. As if they do win this round, eLevate's money is going to be shattered, and SK is going to have a whole bunch. And now SK splitting into the bomb site. They do trade back and forth, but SK is at the disadvantage now. They might get the bomb down. Wow, Ocean picks up another one onto XP3. D-Born, Storm. Combined age of 90 years old in this 2 versus 2. Has to do with Ocean and Automatic, the young guns. But here they come. One coming from the middle. Dropped. Storm taken down to a 1 versus 1, and Ocean finally gets D-Born after his teammates taken down. And wow, that's a crippling round coming in from SKDC.
Yeah, it really is. If SK keeps trading like that on this T side, they're going to be looking really good for the rest of this half.
Yeah, like, wherever they go.
That's
back flawless.
Exactly. They were perfect. They took the site perfectly. Their timing was great. Everyone came from different spots. They traded each kill. CT got a kill, T got a kill. CT got a kill, T got a kill. It went back and forth until eventually it was down to a one-on-one. Ocean knew where the guy was, lit. Then Ocean picked up, I think that was 3 kills that round. And the trading was just perfect for Sapphire. eLevate, really not much they could do except win those gunfights. But Sapphire outpositioned them and got all those trades that they needed.
Definitely, positioning was the key factor in the end here. But I really like what SK is doing on these eco rounds. They're trying to switch it up. They go for an early aggression this round, absolutely get dominated. As they try to pressure the mid. But SKDC easy waltz into the B-bomb site as they have gotten 3 frags already. A couple of their players are really low. However, at all is eLevate is only down to 2 here. You know what? I had a mean burp. When I left at work, I ordered a big half-off meal. I'm still digesting.
It sounded like you had like a small little cardiac arrest there.
Oh no, this heart is strong. But so my question is here. eLevate obviously hasn't really been doing anything wrong on their CT side. It's just that SK has gotten the better trades. So what does eLevate have to do here? Their setups have been working. Just in the bitter end, they get traded out. So
I'd like to see them
make
do
an
some
adjustment
sort
or
of
what?
coordinated aggression. I'd like to see maybe like a two-man push halls or a two-man push ramp with one guy throwing a pop flash from a site. Or
Yeah.
A
And look at the success they've had on their pistol or
yeah,
the
exactly,
eco round.
right? Even on their ecos, they've been able to get picks. Because they're getting out-traded, they're getting out-picked. They need to try and counter that by getting in their face. They need to do something to throw them off. They need to scare SK like mentally. They need to make them think, okay, these guys could push us, right? Even if they only do it one round, they need to get in their head even just a little bit. And they're not doing it this round, but I hope sometime in the future they do because they still are getting out traded.
Yeah, well, like it's such a critical factor in Counter-Strike when you're playing against another team and you've never rushed. You really have nothing to worry about. They're never going to rush you. But once you show the other team your balls, I mean, they have to worry about them.
Especially if they're big.
Especially. But now here comes a rush coming in from SKDC. eLevate finally showing some work coming in from their side. XP3 dropping big numbers.
Nice.
I believe that was a 3K. And the A rush was taken down. However, SKDC's smokes there were way out of position. CT wasn't smoked, middle wasn't smoked, and they were priming for their flashes and smoke, so I don't know where they threw them.
They threw the site smokes again. They did that wall of smoke across the site, and they were trying to rush and take control of connector, but XP3 had an op there. And I think that was the wrong strat to call in the situation because they know that they had just saved. They just saved twice, even actually, I believe. No,
yeah,
just
so
one.
you know he's going to get an op.
But they got that exactly. But they had that 5 rounds. The 5-round win streak, you knew they were going to have enough money for an op, and I feel like if they were going to do that A-take, they should have been smoking off the stairs and jungle instead of the site smokes like they did earlier.
Yeah, definitely. How is SKDC on the save here? They're up 5, and they lost their first round, and they're already saving.
They had a lot of deaths, but is the B site open?
Yeah,
they just ran right into the B site.
What?
They just walked right up
into the B bomb site.
They just walked right up Cat and got into B. Oh my god! Look at eLevate. They're shook. They don't know what happened.
Damn, you could bet the SKDC strat caller is just cradling his sack right now. Like, yeah, I got the premonition. But anyways, now we have a 5 versus 5, kind of switching sides here for the CTs and T. But now rushing into the bomb site is eLevate down to a 1 versus 2. Could be a 1 versus 4 for Ocean. But he is finally taken down. And Desi does get the defuse. But SK did get the bomb money down. But how does that round even occur?
What happened there? You know what happened there is Desi had dropped down into, like, the timing was perfect. Desi dropped down underpass, walked up B hall, saw it was clear. Storm was peeking Cat from ladder room. As they walked around the corner of Cat, he went up the ladder, out the little vent, and peeked back mid. By that point, they had already pushed up past Cat around the corner as he was peeking mid. So it looked like Cat was clear both times he peeked it. And they just walked right up Cat. Desi pushed through B hall, so they knew that was clear. So they thought they were going A, and they went and stacked it, and they just walked right up Cat. That is
absolute tomfoolery shenanigans, man. That should not happen in Counter-Strike at this level. But anyways, on to another gun round here. We do have SKDC trying to maintain control of the B apartments as the CTs did push in. They have suffered 2 frags to only Ocean down for SKDC. So SKDC on the terror side in this 4 versus 3 is up numbers, which allows the CTs, or not allows, but forces them to play super thin at the bomb sites as we only have 1 middle, 1 B, 1 A.
Yeah, as you can see, Desi pushed up through that lower B again, and they traded him this time. Someone was there, 2 people were there watching it, and he managed to take down 1, but then they traded him quickly so that... And then they managed to pick up another kill on Storm, so that put them down.
And I really don't like how the CTs are playing this here. Like, in this scenario, you need to put yourself in a situation where you can catch the opposition off guard. But never mind. D-Born firing back from the B-bomb site. That is where the bomber can get the second one. Rush onto Rabbit as well. So suddenly, eLevate is looking real pretty this round. Finally, a 2 versus 1 in the B-bomb site. The rotate is way far away. They need to take down D-Born and get the bomb down. They finally take down D-Born. Automatic is going to go for the plant. Slemmy onto XP3 as well. What a shot. And now it's down to Rush. Do they know he's there? Do they know he's there is the question, though. Automatic is not looking up top. He doesn't know that one of the players is Cat as well, so if Rush gets this player at bench, no, he doesn't peek it, and he gives away his spot, which means both of them are going to peek him. Takes down the first one, looks for Automatic. What? Gets the shot as well. Rush, absolutely massive, gets the defuse as well. eLevate, man, if you're looking for a momentum boost, there it is. Rush gives it right to him.
What a nice shot by Rush. Jeez, freaking nuts. Just spins around, flicks over, spams him through that box right in the face, takes him down. D-Born did a really good job in that B site. He survived for as long as he possibly could.
Yeah, you can't ask for anything more.
No, you can't. He did it perfect. He delayed as long as he could, and he did a great job delaying them. They almost didn't get that plant. They managed to pick him off, plant the bomb, and then Rush coming up huge for eLevate in that 1v2.
Yeah, man, I almost called it backwards because I thought he was going to get traded off immediately, but instead hits the nutty flick. But here we go. SKDC is not done. They're going to go for another smoke take.
Look at Desi.
Do they smoke the spots here? But oh my God, Desi from the lower picked off 2, crippling the Rush just a little bit. Kind of hamstringing him, but never mind. Firing back. SKDC trades 2 for 2, making their way into the bomb. Nobody is CT. Oh, never mind. One is CT.
Full blind through the
wow, XP3. And Ellen Keller frag. Would you believe it? But now Ocean down to a 1 versus 2. Can't connect onto Storm. If you don't hit that early headshot right away in that scenario, you're not going to have a chance, and Storm collects.
Yeah, XP3 they got the clutch kill that round when they were in the 3-on-3. They got the bomber coming into the site through the smoke while he was blind, and that dropped the bomb sort of out in the open, and it made it really tough for SK to grab that bomb and get back into the site. And they just sort of set up and picked them off after they tried to take the site. But Desi also coming up huge, got to mention that. It was a great strat. He pushed up close into the T ramp, and then his teammate re-smoked it once he had already pushed. So the Ts didn't check that corner right away because they had just re-smoked it. So they didn't expect someone to be pushed up close. And it was a really good team play there by eLevate.
Yeah,
I
definitely really like that. I mean, what else can you expect? Like on the opposition, you don't expect that.
No, because they smoked off their teammate, right? It was really good.
Yeah, straight cojones from the eLevate side. Wow, Storm with a nice shot there. Just a little flick one tap on the eco round is SKDC. They try to make their way into the B-bomb site. No avail. And that's an easy round for eLevate here. But now for SKDC, it's not. It's kind of the opposition here. It's not like the rounds shouldn't have went in their favor as they had the advantage. But it's like, do you even try to fix your strats here because they're working? It's just in the end, it's not working.
No, there's no reason to change what they're doing. You know, all these rounds are close, right? Like, even though, like, it really is just a matter of trading and getting those picks, because all these rounds are close. If some of these gunfights change, you know, just by one bullet, right? That's the difference in the round.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to change what they're doing. It's working for them. I like what eLevate did this round.
Yep, pushing the middle. Desi and Storm both get 1 apiece. Elsa Mama looking for the retribution. Can he get it? Oh my God. Spray and pray, let him have it. Oh, but Automatic comes in from the upper B as well. Wow, I really thought eLevate had this round. However, the rotates were not on point, and SKDC, even though they suffered the first 2 frags, I mean, to their detriment, they still made their way into B somehow, so I'm not sure how eLevate did not pick up on that in time, but we are down to a 3 versus 3. 2 players coming from the catwalk. Wow, on the rush has been dropped. Elsa Mama says, what smoke? Tina, you can't see me. Down to a 1 versus 3 now, XP3. This man, Shoot Mania God, as well as an old school 1.6 legend, is going to decide to lick his wounds, stop the bleeding rush back from Cat, but never mind, he wants a little more. Takes down Elsa Mama before he makes away with his op. But eLevate, they should have had that round, but SKDC fires back in the end.
Yeah, I really, I like what Sapphire did there. You know, they went for that sort of mid to B split. When the CTs got aggressive on mid, the guys B just took took the site. They were like, look, there's one pushed up cat, there's only one in sight. They took it over, automatic, got a huge pick on D-Born inside the site. I don't disagree with what eLevate did on the retake. They sent all 3 cat, they're like, look, let's stick together, let's make sure we trade. But then the one guy got through the smoke, and the other 2 were on the other side of it, and no one was in a position to trade. So at that point, as soon as they got smoked off, they should have called for the save. Even though it was 3v3,
Definitely.
no one was in a position to trade the kills.
They really needed to pull the trigger on like the rotate there, as they kind of waited a little bit too long. But never mind. This round, we got some action going on already. Rushing into the B-bomb site is SKDC. So far, no frags on their side. Finally, Rabbit does get one, but it's already down to a 2 versus 3. Wabbit gets another one though. So they may be able to get the bomb down. So look at the rotates from eLevate though. Like it always seems, even though SKDC is taking the bomb site, eLevate is always a little late to rotate.
He's gonna get the bomb down though. That's huge. For that map.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, would you consider this a CT or a T-sided map? I mean, I give it to the T's.
CT-sided map. Really? I definitely think this is a CT-sided map.
Think like the smoke takes you could do and everything. I mean,
yeah, I mean you can do nice smoke takes, but when you think about it, there's very few choke points, right, on this map. So it's really easy to, even if you're smoked off, to still get picks and do damage, even through smokes, with just mollies, nades, spraying through the smokes, because there's very few places the T's can come from. And if you play for control of specific spots on the map, like if you play for mid control as CT, this map can be really CT-sided. But eLevate hasn't been playing for mid control, and I think that has sort of been their downfall. But they are doing it now. They have that setup around mid.
Like my counterpoint is, it's kind of like Dust 2 again. The point of reference, it's if you have a strong opper, like CT through the smoke and everything, or on the terrace side. I mean, if he could play aggressive at middle and get the picks through the smokes and hold his position and everything. If you have that kind of person on the terrace side, where the CTs can get smoked up, but your terrace side opper can't. So I mean,
there's lots of smokes to counter T side. You can, because like I said, there's very few choke points. Like you can, if they're rushing A ramp, you can just smoke it off. If they're coming out halls, you can just smoke it off, right? If they're coming B halls, smoke it off. Coming up,
I'm speaking on mid control, like
mid control.
Because you could smoke out the CT opper for free, and then
you can smoke out the T opper for free too. It's what my old team used to do. We were really good at it. We absolutely destroyed eLevate on this map. I think we beat them 13-2 on our CT side.
So you go for mid control through the smokes?
Yeah. Well, what you do is you push up mid. You take control of mid. You don't peek mid from back. You take control of it. You smoke off the back of Cat, and just eLevate's just cleaning them up this round. Jeez.
Yeah, excuse our debate here as eLevate cleans up the round, takes down the remaining SKDC players. 7-6 here for eLevate. But yeah, your point is interesting to me. Like I'm an opera, obviously, and everything. And
so how would you feel as an opera if you go to pick mid, right? On T-side mid, a smoke lands back Cat, you get pop flashed, 2 nades come raining down on the ramp, and then 2 people push up and take control of mid on you.
I mean, you all would get overwatched immediately.
Like I'm just saying, if that's what you do every round, and then there's like let's say you do that 4 rounds in a row. 1 round, you just stop. You just don't do it. Everyone plays super passive, and then they are terrified of you.
Yeah, I really like that. I mean, I haven't experienced that, but if you're on the CT side and you can throw strats at the terrorists that force them to switch their strat, you're doing things right on the CT side.
And Storm's mollying and nading his teammate here in Connector.
Man, that dementia. But anyway, down to a 1 versus 3 here, taken out by Storm. Dementia clears his cobwebs, gets the frags anyways, and eLevate is up 8-6 here. This last round is going to make it 8-7 or 9-6. But what it's really going to come down to is SKDC's hold on the counter-terrorist side.
Yeah, I've played against Sapphire a lot, and I feel like they're better on the T side on this map. Just from my experience playing against them on this map. But this is a different roster than I played against. So I'm not 100% sure how this is going to turn out, but I feel like Sapphire is really happy with their half so far.
Alright, so you said they're more comfortable on the terrorist side?
I felt like it when I was playing against them. We felt like they had a better T side than CT side.
Well, then they're kind of screwed here, as they're already down on the terrorist side.
But that could have just been, you know, bad days, right?
Yeah,
Never
man,
know.
it's Counter-Strike.
It
Toss a
is.
coin, rock, paper, scissors, try to scissor it in the air. Who knows, man?
Yep.
But
And like I
Ocean,
said, this is also a different roster. This is two different people. Slemmy and Automatic are here. So
wow, look
he
at
doesn't
this!
realize
Look
all
at
three of them.
look at this fake from Ocean. He has the A bomb site to himself. He smokes off CT. Nobody's there. Is he going to be wary about CT? Is the question though. He is going to go for the safe plant from CT, or he still does have the smoke up, so it's really working for him. Oh, his AK does not prime in time, and Ocean goes down. So 9-6 for eLevate. But man, this pistol round, if eLevate takes it on the terrorist side, we're looking at a huge deficit for SKDC to come back from.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be tough for them. I still think even with the 12-6 half, I feel like they could. That's still even more than anything for me personally. So I feel like if they win this pistol round, they're going to be sitting really, really good for the second half. And even if they lose it, I think they're still going to feel comfortable, especially if they win that first buy round. They'll feel really comfortable in going into the second half.
So is this live here?
Yep, I think so.
All right. So SKDC, do they play a standard setup here? It looks like that is going to be the case.
Yep, might see someone push up cat.
So while we have some lull here, they're going for a slight middle control, making sure none of the CTs are pushing. I mean, where are they going to execute on eventually? It's seemingly B.
It could be. They might throw a fake B and then go back down to underpass and come up connect. That wouldn't surprise me, but based on how they're setting up right now, it looks like those A guys are going to maybe try and fake. XP3 might try and get a pickup connector.
Yeah.
Maybe, who is it? Desi will try and get a pick out halls right here, and then the other three will go and take control of B.
Yeah, he's already faking out Hall, so it's definitely going to be a B. Nobody... What? Gets two coming out of upper! Now the rotate is on, but still one player inside.
Look at Wabbit.
B. Oh my god, he stays put. Slemmy gets down
too.
rush. So it is negated so far. And now the other player at A is rotating his way in, but now the B players for the terrorist side are going back to A. So we're gonna go up for some musical Counter-Strike chairs, but wow, and big play from XP3 here. Both XP3 and Desi go absolutely huge ham in this round.
All Desi. Coming out of the halls there, gets those two just amazing shots with the Glock, taking down two of them, and that opened up the flank for XP3. When they fell back to A, XP3 was in a perfect position to flank them. That was great. That was a great round.
Man, like, you send one player out upper A. I mean, I guess they choose the correct player, or they chose the correct player to come out of upper A, man. There's two Glock headshots for free into the bomb site. They forced one of the B players to rotate. What can you do as a CT there? I mean, I just knocked something over.
Just run and hide. Run away.
Right, flee terror. But oh my god. Man, that's so crippling. So detrimental for the CTs. And again, I believe this was familiar of last half. Never mind, it was the roles were switched. Both teams had one the pistol. Dragon Scouts from Ocean and Wabbit. Two deadly scopers in their own regard. So where does eLevate go here? They're taking things so slowly. They know the scouts may be prevalent here in this round. So they're taking it super slowly, going to go for the trades eventually. And Desi coming out of the apartments, batting 2,000 so far. If he keeps going. So now making his way out, and they're going to go back to B again. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. They keep going for it again. They're sending Desi out alone, and he's making his way into the B bomb site already. However, the CTs are pushing through middle. The B player has been taken down for SKDC. Trade on it by Elsa Mama. So nicely done here by the CTs, and they're flanking up the catwalk right away. However, the terrorists have eliminated everybody in the bomb site, and the scouts come to no avail. Money in the bank for eLevate and SKDC. With those scouts, I mean, in this situation, I really don't like sitting put with the scouts. I mean, like, go for a frag.
Yeah, I think they thought eLevate was going to execute on the A site. They had four over there for the majority of the round. And I think Ocean was scouting at B by himself. I'm not 100% sure, actually, now that I'm thinking about that. But they He just got outshot.
I
They had the
don't
better
know.
guns.
Every time you talk, I realize I said something wrong in the last round.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you say wrong?
Their scout positioning and everything.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're messing up, bud. You're disrupting my rhythm. But anyways, here comes eLevate straight into the B-bomb site, or middle, excuse me. Man, my rhythm. What have you done?
I'm just messing with you. I'm screwing you up on purpose.
SKDC does lose again. John Madden calls here. They did lose the bomb site, which resulted in them losing the round for SKDC.
Yeah. Just
So,
a really clean.
tell me where
around.
SKDC goes here, as they do not have any oppers.
I would like to see them go for a mid control, but it doesn't look like they're going to. Oh, maybe they are. Two people running down connector here. They might be going for it. It looks like they're just spotting it. Ooh, that nade. Oh, never mind. It was a smoke. Thought that was going to be a CPL.
Yeah, it had.
Oh,
it had
Wabbit,
the.
you had it.
What do you see? I missed it.
Oh, Wabbit had the pick on XP3, but he thought XP3 might have seen him, or he thought there was more, and he kind of panicked and ran away. But he had a free pick on him.
And now here comes eLevate for the four-man A take. Ocean and company. They have three players at A for the CT side, so great chance for the hold right here. They do finally spot him. Ocean gets the first one, traded off by D-Ball. Trades flying back and forth. Wabbit does take down two of eLevate, though. So only down to a 2 versus 4 here. Nice hold coming in from SKDC. But even if they win this round, they do have that steep hill to climb. And trades yet again finally goes in favor of SKDC. They do make away with 3 of their guns. And for eLevate there, their A take, they just did not get the initial picks and suffered as a result.
The biggest problem with that take is Desi got smoked off in halls. And I can understand why he doesn't want to come through the smoke. But the problem is his teammates were coming up the ramp. XP3 didn't lurk connector. He came back to T-spawn, which isn't a bad thing because he did have an op again. But it wasn't the right time because his teammates were coming up the T-ramp. Desi got smoked off in halls and he didn't go through the smoke, which is understandable because coming through smokes is really hard now. But he didn't come through the smoke, and that means that they were the only threats were coming from T-ramp, and it made it really easy for the CTs to isolate eLevate coming up the ramp because they knew there was no threats from any other position. And a TK. Thanks.
XP3, forgetting what game he's playing some Shoot Mania. Drops one of his teammates, but eLevate has made their way into the B-bomb site. They are going to get the bomb down, but it is going to be a 3-on-3, a couple of players low on each team. So the rotate's coming in, 2 from the window kitchen area, and 1 player coming from upper.
Kitchen too.
Oh, wow. It's going to be the timing as Wabbit is flanking from upper and XP3 is flanking from kitchen. But they do trade both sides. Somehow Ocean knows XP3
Wabbit
is coming, and Wabbit gets the remaining player at upper. How did Ocean know that he was coming from CT?
Because XP3 had just killed automatic in the kitchen. He wasn't patient. He came out the door, and I guess he was confident he was going to be able to hit the shot, and Ocean just kind of outshot him. But when he peeked kitchen, he saw automatic near the window, and he shot him, and then peeked out, and Ocean was behind the wall ready to trade. I think if XP was just a little bit more patient there, and if he sort of walked up behind them in kitchen, he would have had a lot better chance of winning that round for eLevate.
See, there it is again, making me realize what I did wrong. It was an easy frag for him after his teammate was killed, but I thought it was amazing.
It wasn't an easy frag. He had to 180 real quick, and he just won the gunfight.
But I really liked how that round unfolded in the end.
HP, that's what.
I really like how the round unfolded in the end there, as it was 1 player flanking for each team.
Yeah.
And eventually it went in. This round, wow, we have a chance for eLevate. 4-on-3 here as they make their way up B. They have to deal with 1 cat player, though. It's going to be El Samama. Oh my god, takes down D-Born. So suddenly when they had a chance, they went for a B split. Couple of players middle, couple of players B. And in the end, just doesn't work out for them as El Samama steps his game up inside of the B-bomb site. Goes for the jumper. And Wabbit and Ocean doesn't get the jumper, but they do collect a frag apiece. So eLevate, their lead, fading away.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, and Sapphire's done a really good job on the CT side so far. They've held down their sites. They haven't let themselves get out-traded too badly for the most part. They have lost some guns here and there, but for the most part, Sapphire is just playing the CT side really standard and really well too. They're not doing anything crazy. They're not doing anything special. They're playing CT side Mirage how it's normally played, and they're hitting their shots and making their trades. And there's Wabbit again.
Again, with the initial frag. And look, it's kind of contradictory to what eLevate was doing there. Like, we never saw a CT opera push into the A halls and go for a pick. And SKDC has the cojones to do so. But eLevate still not out of this round. However, they are at 1-player deficit. And now here they come into the bomb site. Deep and shallow flashes being thrown, but already 3 players in the bomb site for SKDC. So that, wow, Rush gets taken down by automatic, and now this is just going to hinder the Rush so hard.
Yeah, look
Finally,
look
D-Born responds.
Like, what are they? It's just really strange.
Are we seeing the break? Are they mentally shattered?
I'm not sure if that was supposed to be some kind of fake and there was just poor communication. The B guys weren't ready to go, but I think they were both near underpass, and I think they were supposed to come up connector maybe and split the site, except the bomb was down back in T spawn, so they couldn't come up connector, and I believe Els, I think so, no, it wasn't Els, it would have been automatic, picked one of them off in underpass.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, it's really, really strange round. I think it's just poor communication. I think that's because maybe they're playing with a stand-in, but it's only one stand-in. It's D-Born. That was just a strange round.
I mean, I'm just gonna call XP3 a big fan of football, and they went for the flea flicker right there. But eLevate now, suddenly looking fairly grim, as now their lead is not looking like it. They are up 2 rounds, but judging on how they are in trouble, as the CT side defense seems impenetrable so far, and I really like the switch of pace here. They're going to go for a fast B, or I mean fast A, holy dyslexia. They're going to go into A pretty fast here. Man, just as I thought they were going to go fast, they'd go really slow. And then they set up, like, they rushed to the stairs with vengeance. They needed control of the stairs, and then they stopped. But now, eventually going to show their hand, and now... Had the CTs been pushing B at all, their position would have been given away, but now their A take is on. Regardless of that, they need to get these early frags, but look at the SK defense just running around Ocean, playing so sneakily, but they do trade 2 back and forth, 3 back and forth. In a 2 versus 2, it's going to be a 1 versus 2 in the A bomb site. The bomb is on the brink of being planted, but no, it's at lower. DAVEY is the only player in the bomb site. I thought the roles were reversed. DAVEY gets the frag onto Wabbit. Down to a 1 versus 2. Slemmy, if this was an ESEA pug, he would definitely win this round. But he is down to a 1 versus 2 here. D-Born and DAVEY. Last 2 up. Oh, can't flick the first one. This is going to give his position away for D-Born, who is eventually going to peek right now. Dropped by Slemmy, down to a 1 versus 1. Slemmy has the HP advantage. Throws a shallow flash, spots him at the sandwich. Who is it going to go to? What? He gets dropped. Slemmy goes for the frag, and DAVEY collects his head. 13 to 10. God. Wow.
Oh, Slemmy's going to be so disappointed with that. He's going to be so disappointed. He threw a really good pop flash. He got DAVEY blind. He peeked, and he just couldn't hit the shot, and DAVEY hit a really nice shot. And that is...
Yeah.
Oh, Slemmy's going to be so disappointed for that.
Definitely should have had the ESEA client loaded. Probably could have took it. But now...
man.
What? Man... That's the round SKDC needed. I mean,
it really is.
Just coming back after 1.
I don't know if I can get a producer to show that, hit tab here and show the money situation. Both teams looking so grim now. This is,
oh my God.
These rounds are so back and forth.
Like, so this is a guaranteed save for the opposition, whoever wins this round.
Yeah. And Tim, automatic, sorry, 2 huge kills, Wabbit with a 3rd, and 4 on 2.
Yeah, man. They try to take him to the A bomb site, but the B bomb site is the site of contention here and now. Slemmy trades 1. As Elsamama, his teammate, goes down, so it's D-Born in this 1 versus 3.
Can the legend perform?
Oh my God, his aim was just a little above his head.
Slemmy's not missing the shot again, coming up with 2 huge kills, holding down the B set. Recovering well, and that is definitely going to be a save for eLevate. Maybe even a double save if they can't manage to get the bomb down. And eLevate keeps throwing these fakes. that aren't working. Sapphirekelownad is not rotating. They're not over-rotating because they're not getting picked. Like they're throwing these fakes, and the Ts aren't getting picks going into the site, and so the CTs aren't rotating.
Yeah, and
So
there's never been a only B take. It's always been either fakes and then into A, or a straight A take. There has been no disparity for the T side strats.
Yeah, it's just and the fakes just aren't working. Like you were talking about before, you want to see them just the change of pace, just rush something, get in there, just try something new. Like these fakes aren't working right now.
Yeah, man, just show them your balls. Like, we have balls where we can use them. Like, instead, they're just going for these fakes and everything, and it's not working out for them in the end. But now, trying to take them to bomb site to eLevate, and before I have a chance to announce anything, they've all died.
Yep, just clean up. Eco rushing the A site. Are they going to double save here? Look at the money. It's not looking good. They might force buy. I would like to see them save.
It's that round we were talking about. Whoever won that one round was going to force the other team to save, and now SKDC inching their way closer to the tie round.
And they are going for that mid control that I was telling you about. They're not going to smoke off back in mid, though. They're just going to run up and peek it.
This is what I love to see from SKDC. They go for the mid push and get advantage. 2 players down in exchange for Wabbit. That's D-Born and Rush down for the terrorist side. And now, right after they get those frags, they fall back. So on the CT side, on a map like this or Dust 2, once you get that initial frag in your favor, once you get one player down, just fall off and play trades. And that's exactly what CTs are doing.
And I can say from experience, that CT push, being aggressive, works against eLevate. Sapphire has figured that out with Wabbit opping halls, the aggressive mid, aggressive T-ramp. They're doing it. It's working. eLevate is not getting the picks.
And it's kind of like the opposite for the terrorist side. Like, on the CT side, yeah, you can play standard. And on the terrorist side, yeah, you can play default. But once you show the other team that, yo, we're going to do this. Like, we will rush and potentially throw the round away by just going for that early pick. And that's what SKDC did there. And they caught eLevate off guard.
Yeah, they did. And like I said, again, I think eLevate is too spread out. Their strats, I'm not saying they're bad strats. Ocean, two really nice shots.
Well, a lot of it came down to the initial part of the round. Like, they had 2 players there, but they weren't ready for that.
No, they got taken by surprise by the mid push. They just walked right up. D-Born was caught with a flash out, maybe a smoke, I'm not 100% sure. And they managed to take him down with only 1 trade coming in, 2 for 1, and then they just set up in the sites, like you said, and then they just played the numbers. And I want to see eLevate do something else. They've done these slow strats, spread out, work picks over and over and over and over again.
Is it too late though?
No, it's not too late. It's never too late because the score's 13-13. They have to save here. The score's going to most likely be 14-13.
And here comes Slemmy holding the B bomb site. They almost had a chance of that rush working if they got Slemmy immediately. However, El Samama is there and cradling the site like his own child. D-Born does take down El Samama though. So they do have a chance here. The bomb is taken down. Suddenly they do not, or they barely have a chance, but never mind. We do have a legend alive. This man, oh my god, cannot put that hard body on. Gets dropped by automatic, and then we got a 14-13 SKDC finally getting the score count in their favor.
I really want to see, is XP3 going to go halls with this op? It looks like he is. I really disagree. I hope he goes to T-ramp. No, he's going to hall.
See, what you said by being like too late and everything, I think it's too late for them to go for some sort of rush and everything because, I mean, if it fails, which it may and everything, I mean, it's too late to put it in their heads.
Risk at this point. You have to take that risk, not even just to put it in their heads, just to try and win a round. Like they've won 4 rounds on this T side. One of those was the pistol, and the other 2 were the ensuing ecos.
Right? I mean, I guess you could just like throw your Snuggie out the window and throw what you're cozy with and just go for it. But
they do. They need to use the players to their advantage. They have Rush and Desi playing with them. Like take over a site. These 2 are nuts. Like. They need to try and do something fast, and they're not doing it, and it hasn't worked yet, and I'm not sure why they haven't changed it up, and there's XP3 going down in halls again. And again, same thing, same story, different day.
Yeah, way too slow. The CTs are already keen to what's going on. Gonna have a chance.
And look where the bomb is again. Look where the bomb is right now. It's down in upper B halls.
It's the flea flicker.
Yeah, like what? I don't understand what they're doing right now. I really don't.
Yeah, I see him.
I don't get it. Maybe Warden is usually their strat caller, and he's just not here right now. So they're maybe just I don't want to say lost without him because that's the wrong thing to say. They're obviously not lost. They're good players, but maybe that lack of organization. If he is their strat caller, I'm not sure if he is. I'm not like don't quote me. But it just seems like they're
coordinator on the team.
Yeah. And legs. It just seems like they're lacking that finishing touch on their strats.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, even the early parts, they're not really throwing any risks at the other everywhere that they go eventually, and they're not taking any positions early.
And look, they just sort of ran up cat, and look at they took over the site. Like they just ran up cat. They smoked off window and ran up cat, and that's what I think stuff like that they should have been doing for more rounds than they have been.
But now down to a 2 versus 3. This could be the last and final round if SKDC manages to pick up the clutch. Oh, but Rush takes down Automatic Wabbit. 1 versus 3. Looks for the one on Cat. Dropped by XP3. Has that Legend armor on. Takes down Wabbit. 14-15. We are on to the last and final round of the second half of the game if SKDC does win this. And now, what I was talking about, too little too late. Now that eLevate has put the seed in their head, they will rush. How does SKDC respond?
SKDC's not going to change a thing. And look, here they come right up at T-ramp.
Oh my god, coming straight for the rush. They're going to go ahead and rush back to back. I really love this change of pace coming in from eLevate. And they're making their way into the bomb site right now.
Counter flash is way too strong.
So slow. The CT's trying to counter, but wow, eLevate. So much success when they take the sites immediately.
All they needed to do. And
the
look
whole
who got
time.
the picks.
This could have been their half easily. But man, Slemmy and Elsa Mama, there is no saving here. They're taking their guns to the grave, King Tut style. Wow, burned them down. That's a Legend burned to death. And Elsa Mama cannot take down Rush, but Slemmy gets them right down to a 1 versus 1. He can end it right here and right now. He's gonna go for the Ninja Diffuse Storm. He should be able to collect this. Does he get it? No! Slemmy gets the Ninja Diffuse and Storm can't spam around the corner through the smoke. Wow, would you? But oh my god, man, Storm. I mean, I don't know, Dementia. I don't know. He should have had that frag, man.
Oh, he thought he got off. He thought he thought he got off of the bomb and was walking around the bomb box to flank him and shoot him in the side. That's what he thought he was doing. But pros don't fake, man.
That's 2 times Storm guessed wrong.